Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot and astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. It's a good day because it's Sarah Wednesday.
Hello.
It's always a good day when Sarah's around.
Thank you.
So, hello everybody. I am here. At least that is cocoa being made. I am here literally every single day of the year. Weekdays, weekends, holidays, your birthday, my birthday, I'm here. And I'm here we gather your, we get your questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything. Oh, and that's the kettle. I know, it's a lot. Anyway, it's all falling apart. We're not even a minute in, and the whole thing's just
it's okay.
Thunk. We're here, okay, and I'm grateful for you, and that's all that matters, really. So, just make sure you put your questions.
We have a great community because of you.
Yes, we do, very much so, and we're grateful to our troll slayers. And there's all the questions are in the description box. And Sarah's going to timestamp as we go today. And we're good. There is, I know this is going to sound so silly and everything's fine. But basically, there's air in our pipes suddenly. So there must be working on, maybe it's that house they're building down there or whatever it is. But we suddenly have a lot of air in our pipes. And I just went and... All right, TMI, I'm just going to throw this out there. You know I had plumbing issues.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then I hurt my back again, moving buckets of water and all this kind of stuff. Well, they replaced the thing in there, and I hit the lever this morning, just before, a little while ago, and I honestly, for a second there, thought the thing was literally somehow blowing up. That's what it sounded like. Like the whole porcelain thing was literally, I don't know. I was standing there, and for a split second, I thought it was going off like a bomb.
This is how I die.
This is how I die. And as silly as that is,
funny. It is not funny.
But it is. It is. And because it's fine. Anything that doesn't kill you can be amusing. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's just, I just had the biggest shot of adrenaline. And so now I'm like, I was making tea, but now I need cocoa. Tea will take too long. And I got a little piece of chocolate. And
you might need to before it's over with.
Right. So if I seem a little, it's because my life. Okay. I will say this also. Paula Poundstone years ago talked about how, bless her, she's so funny. She was cooking, which something she should not be doing, and she was trying to get open a new thing of cinnamon, and it wouldn't come off, and then suddenly the plastic thing in there, it ripped it off. Cloud of cinnamon. She sneezed so hard she hit her head on the counter. And she's okay, but she said, I don't want a food death. At my funeral, I don't want the man standing there saying, she loved spices. Right? I don't want a commode death. I don't think that's a lot to ask. That's all I'm saying. I do not want the porcelain. I do not want to be killed by Kohler.
Stop. You're going to make me use wordy dirts. And I'm going to get in trouble. So, because out of the two of us, I'm the one who, Valerie says you are not Elvis. You're okay.
Oh, no. He passed away on. No, this was the thing itself.
also
Man.
every person, how do I put this delicately? Every female, and I can only speak for females, but I'm assuming it might happen to some males too. That every female with junk in her trunk, who's ever used a bathroom on an airplane has that thought of, my behind is going to get stuck and sealed here, and this is how I go. Like, I'm going to just get stuck. So, I said that to say, I feel you. I think you lost internet for a hot second. There you go.
I think the internet was just was laughing so hard it gave up. I need my cocoa.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So I said all that to say, I know how you feel. And I think there was an episode on Mythbusters on that, on if it was like possible for you to get stuck. Yeah. So, I mean, hey. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Anyway. Laura says, I should have done better to make myself a cuppa before watching this show. And you can make the cuppa, just sometimes you need to use a little judgment on when to take a sip or not. So I'm just saying. And because there will be complaints, I know somebody's going to complain that I brought that up. So I apologize for offending anybody's sensibilities with that. But yes.
No. That is perfect. Look, my thinking is, if they could talk about it on broadcast daytime TV, if we were on NBC, CBS, ABC right now, would it be okay that we're talking? That's the level.
I didn't offend any censors.
Exactly.
So.
You didn't offend any. And I just want everybody to know that's my standard. That's the standard I set. There's nothing we've just talked about that would be a problem on, the Today Show or,
right.
Whatever. So anyway. Okay. Good.
All right.
Oh, Valerie's saying, what did Mythbusters say? Don't leave us in fear.
Oh, they put Carrie, who was, because it needed to be, for reasons, it needed to be a female. Yeah. And so they took Carrie and they put her in a suit. Okay. And there was it's possible, if I remember correctly. So the myth was if I remember correctly. Somebody will need to Google that. There's a clip, it's on YouTube. But yeah, they put Carrie on there in the suit, and I think she did get stuck. And I don't think I've flown ever since. So I guess.
No. Okay. Remember, I worked on the fringes of aviation, and I was married to a commercial pilot who is currently a commercial pilot for 20 years. And it's just not.
Well, this was a rather junkier, trunkier person. So this
I know what you're saying, but I have heard a lot of stories from pilots that would come through from all this. I have never heard of that happening, ever. Just so you know, for what it's worth.
I could be remembering that incorrectly, so somebody can Google that and watch the clip.
I'm just saying, I don't think you need to worry. I don't think anybody needs to
worry.
Hello, Becca.
My not flying since then is least about that. I just hadn't had the opportunity to fly since then, so it's easy for me to go, and I haven't flown since. Well, I haven't needed to. So, but yeah. Oh, goodness.
Becky, I'm so sorry. Becca, and anybody else who's come in, you might want to rewind to the beginning to know what we're referring to. But anyway, okay. All right, my kettle's done too. So while that's steeping, I've got cocoa and chocolate. And we are jumping into the first question, which is that heinous human person has finally crossed the line. And I've already pulled cards on it because as soon as Sarah told me about it, I pulled cards on it. So not only I'm ready.
Fabulous. What? Because we started talking about it 10 minutes in. So Cosmic Goat Lady and Eileen both asked, Judge Cannon thought Trump needed a little pick-me-up after his epic loss in the D.C. Court of Appeals, so she granted his request to unseal the names and code names of FBI agents, spies, and witnesses in the Dox case. According to Midas Touch, certain redactions will still be in place, but those will only pertain to the Social Security numbers, telephone numbers, and addresses of those people. Newsweek and Midas Touch are both in agreement that Jack Smith should be filing to have her removed any moment now. Is she finally done?
How awful a human being do you have to be to reveal the names and code names of FBI agents?
Yeah.
Now, if there was like one particular FBI agent who had done something specific that you thought was illegal,
right,
and you were taking them to court, that's one thing. This? Yeah, I'm with you.
It hasn't actually been right. It has. I don't. She just ordered this yesterday, but I don't think it's actually been released yet. So, yeah. Yes, and Lori says one word: treason. That's the thing. Treason. It's not a wartime act, so it's not treason. Correct me.
No. Treason in spirit.
Yes, it's treasonous.
Treasonous. Yes.
Yes. I don't think treason would be the official thing for that. But yeah.
Oh, Giovanna.
She's horrible.
Yeah, I'm with you. She is a blank, 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 and can go blank, blank. Yes. 100%. Okay, so this is upsetting. Well, howling at the moon. It's all for Trump.
Bless.
Her bae. But she has done too much and gone too far. And now Jack Smith can say, ding, evidence. This is what she's done. Yes, exactly. Right. Valerie Sargent, yes, Citizen Trump. What were you saying?
And Maria said this is an actual order, so Jack can finally appeal. Yes.
Man, oh day.
Star Melody, we're talking about Judge Cannonball. Yes. She asked if we were talking about Alina Baba Yaga or Judge Cannonball. So yeah.
All right. Jack, do you need a pen? Do you need paper? My printer works. I will do whatever I can. Okay, I'm like halfway across the country, but that doesn't matter. What do you need? Do you need some
subway filing is going to be glorious.
Yes. Did Cherry Bomb, did she want to get taken off the case? I have never picked up on anything like that. She thinks she honestly, from what I've been picking up, so entertainment only, but from what I'm picking up, she actually thinks that this could land her on the Supreme Court. Yeah, communication. You've communicated. You've made perfectly clear. Okay. What this is saying is it could cause some chaos if she's taken off before we get things settled of getting a new judge and setting things up there. But you know what? We'll deal. so that there's an actual fair trial that moves forward, we'll do.
Mm-hmm.
So she's put the government on the defensive. This is the institution, this is the FBI, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And we see what's happening here. And she's done this thing that she thought was, she'll help Trump. She'll give him his gift. This isn't a gifting card. It's not a charity. This is a gift, but it just causes chaos. That's what I'm getting there. So Jack Smith would have to file. Then it has to go. I think it's the appeals court is technically her boss.
Mm-hmm.
Jurisdiction over her, as 'twere. So then you'd have to get the then you'd have to have the hearing. They'd have to rule. Then they'd need a new lawyer. But if 11th Circuit, thank you, Maria. Thank you. Lady, you're so done. Boom. Death card. You're done. Yeah. Over the theft and what have you. This is crickets. This is her as a, I guess, Republican operative. This isn't even her as a judge. And she's on the defensive. I wonder if she's going to lose her judgeship. Considering the mistakes she has made, not swearing people in, just all of these mistakes she's made. So,
I mean, I don't know. Would it almost be like impeachment? Like how? Because she's in a lifetime position, isn't she? I guess that's a Google question, but I mean, yeah.
CC Ryder says, I hope the FBI, CIA, NSA, etc. file a brief with Cannon informing her of the harm with this ruling. Just more documentation to use for is it interlocutory appeal? Is it interlocutory? I'm saying that wrong, probably. But
I'd say locutory, so yeah.
So I guess at 1810, the question would be, so what happens to the top secret documents case? Oh, thank you, Valerie. Interlocutory. Thank you.
Locutory. Very cool.
Thank you, Joanne. So what happens to the top secret case?
Oh, Valerie said she was being silly. You said it correct the first time. Locutory.
Okay. Interlocutory. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're saying loco happens? As loco. Yeah.
Oh. Well, for the reading, I got the card of secrets.
Ah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
This is all all of this is minor arcana because this is, how the rubber hits the road.
Mm-hmm.
So there have to be plans. The case has to be moved. Oh, Trump's going to be so worried.
No.
Hemmed in by actual justice. And this, I wonder if the now maybe it's just wishful thinking on my part, but one, this feels like, okay, I'll just tell you what I'm getting. It feels like a man the new judge, it feels like a man, and it feels the first thing is I got a male judge asking, why haven't the other properties been searched? So, because some judges they question, not just so that it's so each side is fair. So, yeah.
Well, right before this broke, Bernadette was asking for whatever time that she's still there at 20:45. I mean, if something happens and during the rest of the time that she's there, if she's not removed, is she ever going to rule against him? Is there any time where Cannon would be like, no, that's too much? Yes.
Eight of Swords, King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, with the card for the reading being the Empress. It feels like fawning. This feels like she's holding herself in. She's chosen to not see both sides, to not. Because if she doesn't have a literal crush on this man, then it's something about he's so wonderful, he's the best president ever, he's blah, blah, blah. And whatever you want, and she wants to make herself look good. Now, this may be because, again, she thinks she has a shot she had no business having any kind of shot at being a judge. So she's like, hey, if I get here, I can be on the Supreme Court. I can be special. I'm so good. She's not going to, no. It's just a little crush, not like we hurl every time.
I love that. Oh, goodness. James says maybe she's under duress. You've looked at that before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've looked at it. She's a true believer.
Yeah.
A true deceiver.
There you go.
But G. Johnson, that's a very good question. Has she smelled him?
That's what
that could change things. Yeah.
I mean, if they've only been talking over video chat, that's lucky her. So, okay. So, stepping away from the loose cannon, the next one under new ballot. Who this? Because, how you avoid people and they start texting you and you're like, I don't know this person. I don't want to know this person. Whatever. Oh, at 2350.
Or I don't like this person, so I don't know. Oh, this is a new phone. Who's this? Gosh,
yeah. Just pull a Mariah Carey. We don't know her. Nikki Haley lost the Nevada GOP primary by 30% to a none of these candidates write-in. She got a 32% vote. Was 62, so it's like a 30-point difference. Yeah,
there was an almost 30-point difference. She lost by almost 30 points to none.
So is this the beginning of the end of her campaign? Katie, she doesn't even go here. That's right.
And of course, ding, ding, ding. What is her campaign complaining about this morning? It's all rigged. It's all rigged for Trump.
Rigged.
It's rigged.
So
oh my gosh. It's like, yes, exactly. Katie Arbuckle. She doesn't go here.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Visualize 70. It's just a little crush. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what am I reading? Oh, I'm reading on Haley.
Is this the beginning
Sorry.
of the end of her campaign? No, you're good.
It's rigged. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, they're just not that into you.
Mm. Mm. It's like Nevada. Since we're quoting Sex and the City, it's like Nevada broke up with her to paste it. I'm sorry, I can't post it. I'm sorry, I can't. Don't hate me. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Her home state's coming up, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think she's gonna hang on. The voters have spoken. And matter of fact, right beneath that, oh my god. Okay. All right, I've got the cards for the reading, but I've got the card, to answer the question, but I've also got the card for the reading, the energy around it. All right. And that is, this is my card for voters, voting, okay? Right beneath that, we have the swords card of silence, quiet as a tomb, and beneath that, we've got the death card.
Thank you for letting me put my cup down first.
That's what I was doing.
Bless you. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, all right, this is not good. This is not good. She got charity votes.
Not
Trump
enough.
is going. Yeah. Trump is, of course, he's gonna turn this ad, or he's gonna, go on and on about this. But no, she has a plan. She has a plan. I think it's her going where she was the governor. She was the queen of the, legislative stuff. So yeah, she's she's.
How do you lose to nobody? I mean, there's like, okay. I have always been a chunky little chunkerton, right? And I was not the most athletic child at all. So I was not always picked in the top 10 when it came to like PE sports, whatnot. Having said that, I was picked before nobody. So, I mean, if it was a choice between me and just not having nobody at all, they'd be like, "What is this?" I mean, it's Nikki or nah, fam, and we're just gonna go. We're good. President, who needs that? What? What delegate? No, what? No, we don't know.
Okay. That. All right. Technically, for anybody who doesn't know, the technicalities of what happened is Trump didn't go for this primary because he's going for the caucus. Mm-hmm. He decided to skip this. So he wasn't on the ballot. So some of those no votes were people who were pro-Trump, but not all of them. Right. I guarantee you there were people who were like, oh, none of the above. Just none. But I have to, this does remind me of, I don't own many series. I haven't bought that many series, but I've bought all of the original Night Court. All of it, all 9 seasons. I've got all of it. And there's the assistant DA. He was running for DA. and he lost. And the guy he was running against had passed away weeks earlier.
So he lost. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For those in the chat, please don't feel bad for me. Because even with that, I still won PE Student of the Year. Outstanding PE student for the 5th grade that year. Yes. So, and that was not due to athletic ability. It was simply, I find this one hysterical, which is why I still keep it. But I had the best attitude, whatever that means. So, yeah. So
well, you deserve all the awards.
Thank you. I said that to say, don't feel bad because I was picked last. That's okay, because I still brought home the gold. Doesn't matter. So.
You always bring home the gold because you are gold.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so poor Nikki. Yes.
Bye.
Yes. All right. Now we're going to get into other Trumpian.
Let's do it.
All right. At 31:26, or what did I say, 21? 31:30. All right. SCOTUS will need to decide what to do about Trump's immunity case. They could, in theory, issue a one-sentence statement that basically says, DC Court of Appeals did what it had to do. We're not touching them. But it will more than likely be a bigger production since this is a case that is so important and symbolic. They will more than likely do something beyond So how is this going to play out? You had something that you were sharing.
Right. It was just technicalities, a technical thing I ran across where it was they need four votes, is it, to 4 justices. Here it is. Taking up the case requires 4 votes of the 9 justices. Granting a stay requires 5 votes. Summary affirmance requires 6 votes. And if we assume the liberal justices want to deny a stay and rid themselves of this case fast, the case likely comes down to Chief Justice John Roberts, as well as Amy Coney Barrett, Brett Kavanaugh, and perhaps Neil Gorsuch. Don't expect much from Thomas or Alito. So, and that was
brings up. Go ahead. Sorry.
That was from Slate. I just want to give credit to the that was from Slate.
Yes. Now, obviously, SW pointed out SCOTUS is not doing anything if he doesn't file an appeal. He actually has to file an appeal, yes.
By Monday.
Yes. But we know him, and we know that he has faith, whether it's ill-placed or not, that everyone in that building has his back and will do his bidding.
Yep.
He thinks so anyway. Whether or not his ego demands it. So the odds of this happening, I mean, I'm not necessarily a betting woman, but you wouldn't lose money on it. So, yes, SW, sorry, honey. On our end, because when we see the description box, not the description box, the chat, it's on a different screen than what y'all see on YouTube. And sometimes it goes really, really fast. So we don't, if there's ever a comment that y'all put in, we're not skipping you.
No.
We just might not see it because a lot of times it gets, so.
Yeah. And also in StreamYard, there's a delay. See, I'm not looking at the same chat that we're not looking at the same chat you are. It actually comes through StreamYard. So it's StreamYard's pulling it out of YouTube to show us, and there can be a delay, which is also why I can't click on any of the links directly because StreamYard doesn't give them to me. And if I try to click on anything, all it does is it shows it on the bottom of the screen. Anyway, you were talking about Dumpey himself. Yes.
So assuming that he files an appeal with SCOTUS, how's that going to look?
That's true, SW. That opinion was so incredibly thorough, he'll have a hard time finding a reason within it to appeal. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Valerie, I love that. Hated PE except for archery and dance. I did well there. And I've won burlesque awards for dance. So suck it, elementary, middle school PE teachers. That's right, lady. So,
yeah. Yeah. They always, they never liked me, I'll tell you that. In high school, believe it or not, I even joined the volleyball team.
mm-hmm.
And I was in one game, in the first game, we got 5 points in a row. And she still kicked me off the team.
I'm sorry.
I got 5 points in that game. Anyway.
They should have kept you. Darn it.
All right. This was 35 years ago. That's irrelevant. The injustice. Anyway, okay. Dumpey is stuck. He doesn't have a leg to stand on. Will they take it? I'm seeing a chariot card, which means I should have my victory. I should always have my victory. Whatever I want. No. But yes, he put super conservative people on the Supreme Court. I don't like this chariot card. I don't like that this suddenly becomes major arcana. The chariot card, which is a big production, big thing, and here's the who could potentially pull a rabbit out of a hat. I don't like that at all.
Yes, Becca, that was the first thing that she read on at 10 minutes in. Sorry.
Cece Ryder says if SCOTUS agrees to hear the case with 4 votes but denies the stay, the case still reverts back to Judge Chutkin to proceed once it's rescheduled. Well, I hope.
There's a lot of moving parts on all this.
Yeah.
A lot of if and when and yeah.
Because this was horrible. The argument was horrible. Again, I've got the hangman. Now, I don't think he's going to win at the Supreme Court. I don't believe that for a minute. I've just got, he is really worried. Really worried. If he does not have immunity, there's a real possibility. I mean, like cold sweats of plus all these other cases, and they'll come for him. The justice system, Jack Smith, Bonnie Willis. But will they delay is the question. I know Trump doesn't have a leg to stand on, but that suspension is that I don't feel like it's delay, but will the Supreme Court put this off? Drag their feet? Oh, poor Al. Poor Alfie.
If they do, everything on the federal level, or everything other than Bragg's case and what's the other one?
Bonnie Willis. Bonnie Willis in Georgia.
Everything else is, for the moment, they drag their feet.
You're just a man, Dumpey. We don't have kings. Queen of Swords, 2 of Cups. All right, I guess that's about as much clarification as I can get. He made his arguments, but there's common sense here of no, just no. And this suspension here, it's like, is that, I was worried, is this that suspension? Is this he doesn't have a leg to stand on? It's done, it's ironclad, or is this a delay? But then I get this celebration and these cases going forward. So I don't think we'd be celebrating. I don't think we would be this happy.
Right. If they're planning on playing drag, but
yeah, I don't think we'd see the fruition, the forward movement here. So it's not the energy and the card, they're not horrible. Let's just hope they move on.
Cherry Bomb says, is Haba in charge of the appeal? Better hope she checks all the right boxes. Now, I think Haba is too, she's enjoying her social media thing. I saw an article this morning that just I snickered at. Somebody was scoping her likes on Facebook and Twitter and, whatnot. And she's been liking all these comments where people are calling her, America's lawyer. And all this other stuff where people are blowing smoke up her patootie. So, yeah, no. She's too busy, doing glamour shots for something. I don't know. She's, yeah.
Oh, speaking of glamour shots.
Yeah.
I've been making more cover images.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've got a pretty good Stephen Miller one, but I need to work in the bottle of poison he uses to write his speeches. I'm just going to figure out that. I've got a nice one of Katie Porter. I don't know if it looks enough like her, but it should. I mean, that's her face. But anyway, so that's nice. But I'm having trouble with the gargoyle image because no matter what I do, it looks too nice. Kind of no matter what I do, really capture her essence of heinousness. But there's a reason I was telling you that. Oh, the glamour shots. But in doing that and looking for old photos of her, oh my gosh, what she used to look like versus what she looks like now. Wow.
Evil eats your face. Evil does horrible thing. It ages you horribly. And I saw a meme earlier this morning about how, when men do women wrong, you can tell when a man systematically does a woman wrong because his hairline will start retreating back an inch each time. And so there is a lot of people in DC that they're just, I don't necessarily agree to that, but evil will age you. I mean, look at Bannon. Good God.
Oh, squalid Steve Bannon.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie Three Shirts.
Yeah. I mean, you and I, we were even looking at young Rudy was not a bad looking guy. I mean,
not the worst. Not the worst. But yeah, I mean, he wasn't like Chris Hemsworth, but he wasn't. But he was a perfectly,
decent dude.
If he was a nice person, it's like, that's perfectly attractive.
Yeah.
Hello, good boy.
Yeah.
Hello, good
exactly,
boy.
Tigress. Hate is horrible for the complexion.
Oh, he's a good boy.
Yes.
Oh, he's a good boy. Yes, he is.
Valerie says, and Bannon is only 28. I can't with you, lady. I cannot with you. All right. Salty chip, yes, eating inside out. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yeah, but Gargoyle used to be adorable. Cute.
Should I show the pictures?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. It's a little more relaxed day. Hang on. Let me. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, there's a good owl. All right. All right. Let me pull this up. Share screen. Yes, Valerie. Alfie's off to battle the toilet dragon.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Him.
Exactly. I grabbed a bunch of screen captures, so these aren't done. That's
she looks like Rosario Dawson.
Something. That's Kimberly Guilfoyle.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, dear. Hello, good boy. How are you? How are you doing?
You're doing okay.
Oh, it's the alphinator.
Yes, he's a good boy. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Anyway, that's her. Do I go this way? Yeah. That's also her.
Uh-huh.
In the platforms with the...
Mm-hmm. I can't
That's
say
pretty
anything about
horrible.
platforms. When I could wear them, I wore them everywhere. But yeah, it's the hate.
Yeah.
It's like anti-Botox.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what she used to look like. And now she looks like that. And we're all aging.
Yes,
None of us is getting...
Yeah, that's when she was married to Newsom. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, none of us... But that isn't age.
Mm-mm.
That's not age.
Mm-mm.
So... Yeah, it doesn't look like...
I can't wear platforms anymore. Sorry, I didn't mean...
No, you're good. Okay, so...
All right. Moving on at 46:15. Michelle asks, Marge ranted at the media Tuesday over Grumpy herself and others being called insurrectionists. It's not fair. Are U.S. House elected criminals panicking because they know Jack Smith is closing in? Dun dun dun.
Sorry.
You're good.
Are we specifically talking about Marge?
The question was House elected criminals, but we can look at Marge specifically.
Because over on Raw Story this morning, there was this. Marjorie Taylor Greene stomps out of hearing when Dems point out she hugged Jan Sixers.
No. Sorrows, prayers. Bless her heart.
At the House Oversight hearing, Representative Robert Garcia, Democrat of California, said it was ironic that Greene complained about crime in Washington, D.C. I want to remind the gentle lady that it was her that actually organized a trip to the D.C. jail to hug and high-five and sit with the insurrectionists that actually attacked our Capitol. This is quite ironic that the insurrectionists that tried to overthrow our government in the capital city were coddled. We're actually being coddled by... It's quite a shame that you call them political prisoners or hostages. I think maybe you called them. At that point, Greene appeared to heckle Garcia. Yeah. Walking out of the hearing room, someone noted, Mr. Chairman, she's not recognized. Garcia continued after Greene exited. Oh, there's more. I've been the Democratic punching bag. She whines after being mocked.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'll have to look. Besides, this page doesn't want to go. It's not working with me here. Yeah, it's not going down. All right. So stop. And of course, we know what happened the other day when she tried to call out that one person saying he left his jacket on the floor of the bathroom. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's when he said that. Why was she in the men's bathroom instead of at her Klan meeting or something like that? Yeah.
Aren't you late for a Klan meeting? I keep telling you, she is a sadist. She is a sadist. And like most sadists, she can't take it. Like most bullies.
And bless you.
Thank you. Yes, Becca, that is true. Sarah, I don't know if you know that on the Petty Boots Club, if you look at House of Lenormand, that's what they call MTG.
Oh my God. That is hysterical.
Oh, thank you, Stars. He is a pretty boy. Okay. it's been how many years since January 6th, and these people are still walking around?
Yeah.
But I keep getting it's coming, but I'm not getting when. It was that Trump tried to make himself the emperor. Yeah, there are a lot of Republicans in his pocket that were working for him, and this is the aggressive law enforcement here hemming people in, bringing people in, whatever needs to be done here. But it's like,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking maybe this means it's sooner because it's the beginning. Maybe this is sooner rather than later. I'm just
Fingers, toes, cross, whatever. I mean, I can sit here and try to cross all my fingers and toes, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Paging Jack Smith. Paging Jack Smith and your team.
Yeah. And SW, it's funny that you brought that up because that is the next question at 5110. T. Clover asked, Matt Gaetz and Elise Stefanik have introduced a bill that says Trump is not an insurrectionist. We're going to codify it. It's going to be a law that says you can't call him that. It's being called a stunt. But how is this going to go for them?
You think?
This is like, even Evel Knievel would be like, that's a bit too much of a stunt for me at this point. That's a bit, like, he can't even make that leap. Like, no. I don't even think the dudes from, I gotta watch my mouth, Jack Butt on MTV would do that jump. I mean, that's too much of a stunt. Yeah.
Let's use a little higher wisdom. Let's just say it wouldn't pass and sit down.
Have seats. Have several seats. Yes.
Have several seats. The Democrats are working together, and this is DOA. Sit down. And why is Gaetz still in there? I'm sorry. I'm getting annoyed with somebody. Why has Gaetz not been sanctioned by the ethics committee? Why has he not been with charges? Why did his buddy, who did the same things he did, why has his buddy gone to jail, gone to prison, but Gaetz is still walking around? That's not right. Anyway,
Yeah.
But
and because they all like to be very performative Christians on this, I would like to offer them my new favorite Bible verse, Job 13:5. Only you would shut up and let that be your wisdom.
okay,
So
this is go through this slowly. I want to know this one.
So
Job
13:5.
13:5.
If only, well, depending on NIV is, if only you would be altogether silent. For you, that would be wisdom. That is my new favorite Bible verse. So yes, and I would like to just throw it out there to all of the Mike Johnson. If only you would just shut up and let that be your wisdom. Just. Okay.
Oh, you're so awesome.
Thank you.
And in the chat, thank you. You are amazing. Oh, thank you.
All right, at 54:10, we are going through it today, which is good. Cosmic Goat Lady asks, and the continuation of the last, will the MAGA drones get anywhere with their pitiful declaration that their Master 45 is innocent of all charges?
Get anywhere with what?
I mean, are they ever going to be successful? Are they ever going to be able to convince anybody that he is completely 100%? He's so persecuted. He's never even I mean, I almost said sleptwalk. That's not what I mean. Jaywalk. He's so just pure. Mm-hmm.
And so respectful of women.
Mm-hmm. So respectful.
Mm-hmm. Mm. For now, don't get your hopes up.
Mm.
We know they see some things that might be a little troubling, whereas that's what they're seeing, right? Well, whereas we're seeing this. This is a big deal. These are big deals, and they're just like, well.
Mm.
They don't want to listen, but as the guilty verdicts come through, eventually, I actually know some MAGA Republicans, and I have absolutely heard the January 6th wasn't caused by Democrats. We're not the party that's ever violent.
Republicans, yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
Republicans.
Yeah.
Sorry. Jan 6 wasn't caused by Republicans. We're not the party that's ever violent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've heard the Ngoron case about is ridiculous. It's all political. There's nothing really there. Look, the cult is real, and it's sad. But anyway, yes,
Yeah.
Raymond DePascal, Maga saying, why are they prosecuting Trump? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No one. And, I'm pretty sure he did actually say in the last number of weeks in one of his rallies, no president has been persecuted more than he has.
Stairs and JFK and Lincoln.
Yeah. No one's been treated worse than me. Go away, Lincoln. He said something about Lincoln, and then he was like, but I want to say he actually said something like, I was treated worse or something. I'll have to go back and find it because my brain just kind of broke at that point where it was just.
Yeah. Somebody needs to ask him what he did when he went home from the last theater show that he saw. Because Lincoln didn't get that chance. So,
right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, at 57:50. Cosmic Goat Lady also wants to know, does Trump have any dirt on the Republican MAGAs possibly locked in the closet?
He's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy.
Lori from The Way of Positive Change, anybody who wasn't here yesterday, I was watching her before I came on yesterday, and she said that she knows exactly what was in that closet. That locked closet at Mar-a-Lago, she said, I know exactly what was in there. Because Trump kept the rolled up magazine.
I love her.
She's awesome.
I love her. Oh my God.
So, was there dirt on Republicans?
Yeah, so one of the reasons why he's got all the MAGAs behind him is because he has dirt on them. That's the reason why they're supporting him so bad.
I don't know about that. It takes at least a minimal amount of brains to pull off blackmail.
Yeah.
Oh, good boy.
No. This is Jack Smith coming out after Trump. Mm-hmm. The evidence is right there. And it's right there. It's right there. And if you'd also FBI, before Jack Smith was appointed, Oh, FBI, if you also had searched Bedminster in Seven Springs or Trump Tower or any of these other places, like you would anybody else, he was hoping to. He took the top secret stuff, one like the Russia stuff, to cover his rear end, as if so at least they'd know what they knew, but also as if it's 1930 and there's only one copy.
Yeah.
And he was hoping to make money from it, also from this stuff. But this isn't. No, I don't think that's what was there. And honestly, I don't think he has to black the Republicans. I think he's just got such, with his bigotry, racism, and misogyny, he's given free rein to back of the brain reptilian part of bless you, of a group of people. He's a good boy. And they love him for that. And those are the voters. And the other people, the other politicians, that you fall in line or you get out.
Yeah, I can see it. All right. Well, are we going to stop there, or do we have time for one more?
Yeah, let's do one more. Actually, if you don't mind, let me have a look here, if you don't mind.
I was looking at number 12, because if we start in with 9 through 10, they kind of all go together.
Yeah. Yes, please. Let's do this one.
Okay. So, let me get that in there. At 1 hour and 2 minutes in, Lisa says Mike Johnson attempted to impeach Mayorkas without making extra sure he had the votes because of the slim majority. Will this end up being the political kiss of death for Johnson?
And yes, CC Ryder, you're correct.
Oh, thank you, Annette.
Annette, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you.
It's very sweet of you.
Johnson. Speaker Mikey, he hates everything. Annette, that was so sweet. Thank you. You know, this is his job. That the kind of central job of the Speaker of the House to organize what gets onto the floor, and whether it's going to pass or not.
Uh-oh. There's some check cashing going on here.
Hey, guys. They're working it out.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. No, and for anybody who doesn't understand what's going on there, Sarah can explain, because Sarah came up with the best description of their two cats' relationship.
Yeah. Bailey will sometimes let his furry little mouth write checks that his furry little butt can't cash, and he starts messing with his big brother, and Alfred will he'll take it to a point, and then he just like I said, it's check cashing.
Yeah,
just stop it.
Alfie starts nothing,
but he will finish it.
He will finish it if pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. So just letting you know, That's what was going on there. Is Bailey was jealous because Alfie was up here and Bailey was being obnoxious. So Alfie took it and took it and took it, and then finally is like, you need to back down.
Cherry Bomb says when he goes from Alfie to Alfred, oh, it's great.
Johnson. No, here we've got the biblical Adam and Eve. And the whole, And Wheel of Fortune raised you up, but it can also bring you down. This is waiting for a ship to come in. Waiting for the ships to come in. Yep, got this organized. Everything's just so. And the Democrats rained on his parade. And bless the Democrat who got Al Green from major surgery and
he had major abdominal surgery on Friday, called Hakeem Jeffries Tuesday morning and was like, you need me? Cool. Have somebody outside. I'm getting an Uber. And got an Uber in scrubs, in a wheelchair, rolled up there, voted, got another Uber back to the hospital and checked himself back in. With no shoes and scrubs. Rolled up, literally, wheelchair rolled up. Yeah.
Let's say the Democrats rained on his parade, but he should have known. He should have known, and this is hurting him. Between this and then they worked so hard on the compromise bill to fund Israel, fund the border, fund Ukraine, and then Trump says no, and everybody backs down, and there are some people who are not happy.
Yeah, I don't think right now Johnson could fund a piece of bazooka gum at this point, because I'm just
boy.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that your cats get along. That's very sweet. I'm glad that you have that. Darren says Alfie's a fire sign. Yeah. I honestly don't know for certain when they were born, but I would be shocked if I think Alfie's an Aries. I think Bailey's a Pisces. I think that's what's going on there.
Yes, Deborah. Johnson is no Pelosi. That is correct.
Yeah.
Valerie says she's going to be Al Green for Halloween. She's going to roll out in scrubs and a wheelchair. Feel like I'm here.
He's Mr. God has chosen me, but I am not worthy. No, really, you aren't worthy. No, you were right on that one. But he was set up high to be speaker. He was raised from the backbench to be, it's not really the backbench, but we're going to just, to be the speaker and against the forces that, no, you're still a page and your days are numbered. That's what I'm getting.
Yep.
Et voila. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being here and joining in. And thank you, Sarah. It is always a joy.
Happy to.
So, yeah. Becca from House of Lenormand, exactly. I think Moses Mike forgot the whole bit about Moses leading his people through the desert for 40 years and getting nowhere, but okay.
Okay. Again,
exactly.
Job 13:5 hits him too. Instead of speaking, he might need a hush and let that be his wisdom.
Oh, CC Ryder, I do have plugins. I have 7 cats. Must have pheromone plugins to keep all the kitties happy, as my younger males can harass the others at time. Plugs are miracle workers. I do have plugs. They're really expensive, but I do have them. And they help. But
Bailey really likes some checks.
Yeah.
Bailey is a serial check writer. He just writes bad checks all day.
Yeah. Actually, my mother even commented on it, where Alfie would be downstairs and just being there. And here comes Bailey. And, Bailey's this white coat and what have you. And mom would be over, sitting there, she'd look over. And so she started going, "Not tonight, Cato. Not tonight."
I love your mom.
And it's true. That's him. He's going to, Alfie's just minding his business. So, all right. All right. Well,
music.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Lynette. Hello. All right. Well, that's going to do it. That's going to do it for today. But I will be back here tomorrow. Alas, it will only be me. But Sarah, hopefully, will be back next week. So that's always a good thing. All right. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please hang in there. Please know you are not alone. And we are in this together. And there are good days ahead. All right.
Real good one.
Care. Yes. All right. Take care. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel.
Yay.